Okay, let's talk about in behavior in reference to graphing polynomial functions. Here we'll deal with um, the graph theory when you're graphing functions. One thing I want you to note, here I have two functions. Notice this function is x to the fourth minus 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x. Notice this is a fourth power or an even power. If you have an even power for a polynomial, this simply means that your value is going to be positive. When I say positive, when you look at the graph, look here at your graph, as you start here with the graph, notice it's going to start on the top, if you want to refer to it that way. It goes down, does some middle behavior, and it's going to also end at the top. If this leading exponent here is an even exponent, then it will always start at the same place and end at the same place, which means here it starts at the top, it's going to end at the top. If this would have been negative x to the fourth minus 2x cubed, so forth and so on, well, it would have started probably at the bottom. But it would have went here, maybe up here, did some middle behavior, came back down. And I'm just going to draw something. It might not be the exact function, but it would look something like this. Some middle behavior, we really don't care about that, and it comes back down. Okay? If this function would have been the negative x to the fourth, so forth and so on. Over here, we have an odd exponent. Notice here it started at the bottom. Since it was an odd exponent, if it starts at the bottom, it's going to end going at the top, which means here it starts going towards negative infinity and it ends going towards positive infinity here. Same over here. If we would have changed this to another type of function, maybe if this was negative 2x cubed plus 5x squared plus 4x plus 8, maybe it would have started at the top. But if it starts at the top, it has to end at the bottom. Just depends. If it starts at the top, which means it's going up, if I'm thinking range towards positive infinity, it's going to end here going towards negative infinity if this would have been negative. So this is really the main thing you need to remember from looking at a polynomial function. So just from this value here or this value, you can determine somewhat of what the graph should be. So if they were to give you a function like this and they gave you choice A, B, C, and D, well, you know for this one, had to start at the bottom, end at the top. Or start at the top, end at the bottom. Either one. And that's all they're referring to. This is actually, all of this is in your textbook, but I always like to explain it just to give a, another example of this is for in behavior. Your password for this test is chapter, chapter, chapter. That's the password for the chapter 6 test. Go ahead and take the test as soon as you're ready. If you have questions you would like to review, anything before the test, just email me, give me a call, and we can work out some time so we can do that. The test is due by midnight Friday. By midnight Friday. And remember the password is, here I'll write it down. Chapter, chapter. And enjoy. You're probably saying, how do I enjoy taking a math test? Well, just enjoy it anyway.